John Riggs here. How you feeling? I love video game books, and this is the next book you're going to order right now. You don't even need to watch the video. Just go straight to Amazon and order the book for yourself. I'll leave a link in the description below. Don't worry about it. All right, till next time. No, I'll show you inside the book too. This is the Nintendo's. This is the NES Oddities and Homebrew Revolution. I love Oddities, and I'm a huge Homebrew fan, as you know. This one is from my buddy Jeffrey Wittenhagen. It is volume number 4 of this of kind of these book series. It's cool when you stack them all up. It has like, you know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, and all that throughout. So I'm not going to go through every page. I'm going to leave some of it a surprise. So when you get this book for yourself, you can check it out. Now this book, before I open up all the pages, this is a mammoth book. A lot of oddities. The hidden gems galore inside this book is what you'll find. So just when you think you've played every Nintendo game that you thought of, there's a whole lot more in there. All right. Let's just get straight to the guts of it, if you will. So he has other books. He has the Nintendo guide, like the NES guide. He also has a Super Nintendo guide, but this one's going to be a guide for like some of the like third-party games, you know, Captain Comic, the Tengen games as well, the biblical games from Wisdom Tree and all that. Those are fun too. So I'm just going to skip through a few pages here. Peekaboo Poker, there you go. It's cool because it has like, here's what the box looks like, a little bit about it, what it's all about, and if you already have the game, you can actually use this as a checkbox if you want to keep track of all your stuff. Secret Scout. I have a story about Secret Scout. I was looking at some, when I was out of collecting, I was just out of collecting for a while. And this is like the early 2000s, mid-2000s, like 2004, 2005, something like that. I saw on a list somewhere that Secret Scout was going for, you know, a pretty good chunk of change. And I was like, they have that at my local trade-in store. So I went down there. They had it for $5. I bought that game for $5, and then I flipped it on eBay for 10. That's right, I'm a dirty reseller. I flipped that sucker for 10 bucks. Of course, I wish I still had it. But, you know, some of the other games here. And then we have variant covers. That's right. This is a much cooler Mega Man logo. Love that. All right. What else we got here? Oh, man. This is when you start getting into the weird stuff. Obscure for sure. And also of the like obscure units, too. The very first time I played a NES was using one of these things at the mall. They had a mall kiosk presenting, you know, what games were coming out. Got the Versus system, the red tint. There's a place in town that still has a red tint. Believe that. Some of the marquees. I love these. The cool thing is, some of these marquees, you know, are new. Look at this. That's great. Love it. Got the Player's Choice 10, the Tabletop Player's Choice 10. The Player's Choice 10 marquees as well. Can use those for sure. All right, here we go. Famicom, my favorite. Some great Famicom games in here. You can cross-reference with some of this. And yeah, I'm still finding games I didn't even know about, including Fantasy Zone 2 and Fantasy Zone. Now, never mind Fantasy Zone by Tengen. Get the Famicom Sunsoft version of Fantasy Zone. Much better game, better colors, better layout, better animation, better scrolling. Moon Crystal's a great game too. There's Mitsume ga Toru. That's that game that we turned into Hothead Joe a while back. Yeah, a lot of great games in here. I'm just gonna start skipping through. I could just. The fun part about this book is you don't need to read it back, you know, cover to cover. Week of Garfield. Somebody had a request once for a game hack to turn Garfield into a Gazorpazorp Field from Rick and Morty. Some great controllers in there. Got into the homebrews. Here we go. Physical homebrew releases. Some great games in here. Oh, man. Hey, there we go. Jeffrey Wittenhagen sitting there lounging on a pool full of games there. Look, I'm looking forward to playing that. That was a while ago. I think the game is finished as far as I understand, too. Just picked this up not too long ago. This one from Megacat Studios actually comes with a deck of cards. And your game is basically like you hit the button to roll your D20, and so it has the game element, but then it still uses a physical element with the cards and all that. So pretty cool stuff there. Lizard, looking forward to that still. Logjammers. Imagine Windjammers for you know, from Neo Geo, but for the NES. A lot of great games in here. I'll skip through the last little bit here, but then more obscurities, more fun. Man, there's a lot of stuff, and they're still making new Nintendo games today. You believe that? So if you haven't picked this up yet, it is available. This is the first time a Jeffrey Wittenhagen book is available through Amazon. Oh, there he is there. My buddy. My buddy. I love it. And more books you can get from him. And then also in the back, there's some advertising. Like, yeah, they're going to make a Hellraiser game. Can you believe that? Wish they still did until I learned it was from Color Dreams. Maybe it's for the better they didn't. I don't know. Great book, though. Great book. Here we go. the NES Oddities, and the Homebrew Revolution. Links in the description below if you want to pick yours up, and you might find Jeffrey Wittenhagen at a convention near you. He's going to be at the Game On Expo as of this filming this weekend, April. Good Lord, what day is it? August 11th and 12th. If you're at the Game On Expo in Mesa, Arizona, near Phoenix, look out for Jeffrey. Pick up this book for yourself. And if you can't make it to the expo or an expo in the near future, you can just click on the link in the description below and order yours today. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, and we'll see ya.